I always thought that the people who complained about student loans were the ones that had really high loans.
Okay, so I have finally been making my.
It should be a requirement to take some type of financial literacy course before.
This is what I'm struggling with in America right now in my 20s.
How are so many of you okay with working every single day and not even working?
Let's talk about y'all's country. America, the land of the great, the land of the free, the land of opportunity, right?
And I thought it was the UK that was on its arse. Seems like these Americans are really fucking
I always thought that the people who complained about student loans were the ones that had really high loans, that it's like you're never going to pay it off, so why are you even trying type of thing. So I was never worried about interest, right? Mine is only about 17,000, so I was like, I'm going to pay it off within the time frame. I was like, I don't have to worry about interest because mine isn't that bad. That's literally what I thought. So today I was like, you know what, let me just sit down and do the math because I've been making payments, so my loan should be going down by a lot. That's not really what happened. I did the calculations and my beginning balance was 16,417. I have made six payments of $180, a total of 1,070. My current balance is 15,827. It has been reduced by $590, which means 480 of those other dollars went into interest, which means that I have literally paid half of interest. Half of my payments are going into interest and half of that is going into my balance. And the fact that my beginning balance is 16,400, it's really not that much. But the fact that it's not moving, it means that I'm never going to end up paying this off. This is why the entire system is just a scam. Like, how is it that school education is already so high to begin with? And then on top of that, the loan companies take such advantage of you that none of it makes any sense.
Okay, so I have finally been making my student loan payments as of October. So when I graduated in 2014, I made a payment of like $200 or $300, and that payment did nothing, like nothing. And I was immediately like defeated because back then I was making like probably $10 an hour, $12 an hour, something like that. And I was like, man, I'm not giving up all this money and it ain't about to do nothing. So I'm just not even about to pay the shit. So I just was deferring my loans for all these years. And I got to a point where I was just like, I'm not paying nothing on these loans until I make more than what I owe because this is fucking ridiculous. And I stuck to that shit. So last year in June, I got a big promotion. And now I earn more than I owe. And then October was obviously when we had to start making the payments. So I was like, all right, fine. Let me get my adult on. Let me be responsible. So I've been making the payments since October. And I owed previously $61,000 in loans. And now after 6 months of payments, I'm just looking at my account and I owe $62,000 now. So I've been making 6 months of payments and now I've jumped up into the next, like I've jumped up to $62,000 from $61,000. So like, do you see why like people don't pay their student loans? Because they tell you how much you owe and all this shit, and it's not making a dent. That shit is depressing. It's depressing. It's depressing and it's very defeating feeling. Like, I just want to have a good summer. I want to travel. I want to do other things. I don't want to pay $500 a month for my student loans. I don't. That shit pissed me off. And miss me with the, oh, well, you just gonna have to do, like, damn, can I rant? Can I rant real quick? Like, I know what I need to do. Like, I've been just making the minimum payments because this is like a shift to my budget, but goddamn, let me rant real quick. Don't try to give me no advice. I'm not asking for your advice because I know what I need to do to make a bigger dent in it. Right now, I'm just here to complain. That's all I'm doing. Like, right before they froze on all the bullshit, I was supposed to get 20,000 of my loans forgiven, and now I don't get anything forgiven, and I'm fucking pissed about that too. So, yeah, I'm just pissed. I'm pissy Paula today, okay? I'm pissy Patty. I'm pissy Penelope, okay? Leave me alone.
It should be a requirement to take some type of financial literacy course before you can apply for a credit card. Because tell me why. I am 30 years old. and I'm just now understanding the way that interest works. For those that are new to my page, my name's Jocelyn. I'm 30 years old and I'm $23,000 in credit card debt. I started the year off with $25,000. I've made my way down to 23. This entire time I thought interest rates equaled to once a month on a designated day. They take a percentage of what your statement balance is, and that's the interest that they charge you. But apparently that's not how that works. I thought for sure, because I paid off my credit card like 2 weeks ago, that I wouldn't have to owe any money on that card ever again. Turns out that interest is actually charged daily. It's charged daily. So if I'm carrying a balance day to day, interest is charged day to day on that balance. There is just too much math involved in this. My credit card has an APR of 29.99%, which is ridiculous and should be illegal. That's another conversation. So in my instance, I take 29.99% and I divide that by 365, which makes my daily periodic rate, never heard of this before. So 29.99 over 365 equals 0.0822% daily being charged against the balance that exists on my account that day. I'm confused because I got charged $3.42 on February 5th. It is now February 16th. Like each day that I've carried that $3.42, does that mean even though it's interest? I'm confused. So the only balance on there is interest. Like I'm still gonna have to pay, like I'm paying interest on my interest. Can somebody make me understand? Like, am I understanding this correctly? Like if I pay this off right now, I'm still gonna get interest on my next statement because I carried this. I've been carrying this $3.42 since the 5th. I'm confused. Somebody help me, please. Take care. Bye.
This is what I'm struggling with in America right now in my 20s. Why is everything so expensive? Why am I making more money waitressing than I would make using my college degree? I barely have a life. I have 2 days off and I work Wednesday to Sunday, doubling just to pay my bills. At 22 years old, all of my bills are in my name. I have no help. How are y'all affording housing? In Myrtle Beach, a 1-bedroom apartment is $1,500. Bullshit. How are y'all getting insurance, going to the doctor, getting medicine? And then some of us are trying to be TikTok influencers. Who knows where that's going to get me? Me and my boyfriend are saving, but we barely see each other during the week, and it feels like we're working our asses off for nothing. Do we need to move somewhere for a better job opportunity that we don't know about? Do any of y'all really know what you want to do with your life right now? It is so scary being in America right now. If you can relate to this, if you have any advice, please comment and let me know. It's ridiculous.
How are so many of you okay with working every single day? And not even working every single day, but working 8-9 hours, being out of the house 8-9 hours every single day, coming home and having like literally 2 hours for yourself. I actually envy those people because I wish so badly I was just with it and didn't have such adverse feelings towards it. It sucks, bro. It sucks ass. It is so common for Americans to commute to their job, be at their job literally all freaking day, come home, commute home, and then only have like a couple hours. And then one of those hours, if you're actually like cooking food, is easily taken up by eating, cooking, doing basic things that you need to do to prep for the night and the next day getting ready for bed. Like there's literally only like an hour-esque or so to just like chill and have a life. God forbid you try to see any friends after work or do anything or get anything done. And then your weekends are spent doing chores or errands because you weren't able to make time for those during the week. I just don't understand how it doesn't like piss more people off and why it's only like millennials and Gen Z and younger generations that have a problem with it. It's like, yeah, I understand the differences, the older generations. I understand there are differences in pay and lifestyle and pensions, and they were just appreciative to be able to work, and just there are many different factors that are contributing to the different views of work, yes. But even today, like, how are they even not just like, okay, bro, like I literally am here like my whole life. I'm literally always at this damn job. It's just trash. Like if I could work less hours, I would go every day and work less hours, or I would go less days a week and work the same or less. I still don't believe it. People, oh, well, you can do 10 hours for 4 days a week. No! We're at this job for too long. Like, it's just so frustrating. And I just hate how normalized it is and how it's just, everyone's just so okay with it.
Let's talk about y'all's country, America, the land of the great, the land of the free, the land of opportunity, right? So I have insurance, y'all. I pay $100+ a month on just health insurance. Just health insurance. That's not dental. That's not vision. That's just health, okay? Stay with me. So I injured my leg in Nicaragua. If you watched my vlog, you saw that like I basically fell off the volcano board. It was this whole thing. I injured my leg still hurts really bad. So I have a doctor and I'm like, hey, like I really need to get an MRI. So she gives me the doctor to go to for the MRI. So my MRI appointment is supposed to be tomorrow. These folks called me this morning. Hi, we just want to let you know your insurance hasn't went through. I'm like, what do you mean my insurance hasn't went through? Because baby, I pay for that insurance every month. So where is it? Where is it at? She's like, oh, sometimes it just takes a while. And I'm like, we'll call you back. But right now we have to cancel your appointment. So they canceled my appointment. My appointment, that's for tomorrow. I've been waiting on this appointment for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, y'all, because my leg is still in so much pain. So the lady calls me back a few hours later and she goes, oh, your insurance came through and the out-of-pocket cost is going to be $700. Do you think I have $700 laying around for an MRI? What am I paying insurance for? What am I? And then she starts talking about deductibles. I don't want to hear. I don't care about deductible. I'm trying to figure out why I'm paying all this money. Oh my gosh, health insurance is such a scam. Living in America is such a scam. She literally says, well, we can set you up with a payment plan. A payment plan? I don't want to pay it. I don't want to pay. I don't want to be on a plan. I just don't want to pay it. I don't have a choice because I need to get my leg checked out. So I'm like, fine, whatever. I'm like, can you reschedule my appointment? Because I told you they canceled my appointment for tomorrow. Can you reschedule my appointment for tomorrow at the same time? She goes, oh, that time is no longer available. So you're telling me in the last 4 hours, someone is taking my appointment time that y'all made me cancel? So then she goes, the next appointment is going to be next weekend. So I have to wait another week. Y'all, I'm so done. I am moving out of America in the next 6 months and I just cannot wait. Anyway, I love y'all and I hope y'all are having a blessed day.
And I thought it was the UK that was on its arse. Seems like these Americans are really fucking struggling with the cost of living crisis. Check this video out. Tell me it don't break your heart. How can someone earning $80,000 a year be struggling to live? This is fucked.
And we are literally the brokest we've ever been. Brokest we've ever been.
But I'm making the most money I ever had my entire life. My husband and I, between the two of us, gross, make like over $80,000 a year. And if you told me a few years ago that $80,000 a year was not going to be enough for a family of four.
I make more than what I made back in 2015. But I am still literally living paycheck to paycheck.
I have to work 60 hours a week and make $80,000 a year to make ends meet. That's insane. I can't even begin to wrap my head around it.
Financially, I don't understand anymore. I don't understand how I make $34 an hour and I can't function. I can't pay my bills.